When I was in high school, that's the place where this dream that I had of being a professional athlete, specifically a professional soccer player, became a goal. When I went to college and I was playing on one of the top programs in the country, I befriended another coach who was from Chile. He told me that he thought that I had the ability to play in the South American style, that he could even open the doors for me there because he knew the game there. So he did. When I graduated from college, just 2 months later, I traveled for the first time to Chile and had a tryout. I had to earn my spot, and I had to earn respect, and I had to show that I actually could play, which made it all the more worthwhile. It made it all the more worth it when I actually earned my starting job with a first division team called Huachipato. When I moved, a huge culture shock. My friends changed. My family was no longer there. And here I am practicing for 2 hours a day and sitting for 22 hours in my own house. I had a lot of downtime and a lot of time to think about where my life was going. And all of these questions started to come and started crashing in my heart. I started to ask, who am I? Why am I here? Why was I chosen to play here? And do I believe the things that I profess that I believe on a weekly basis? I was sitting in an ice-cold chapel in the middle of the Chilean winter, which is a terrible rainy season. And I sat there before the tabernacle, and I remember it was one day that I was just truly praying for comfort. I didn't feel a great level of comfort. I didn't feel great. And I went there to be a professional athlete, to be great. My heroes were professional athletes. I thought greatness was everything that I saw other professional athletes being. And so seeing them excel at their sport, that was greatness to me. That's what it was to be a great man. To be respected by others, to be known by others was to be great. To make money was to be great. To have a beautiful woman by your side, that's what it was to be great. And I didn't feel that I was living greatness. Mix that with the loneliness and the culture shock. I was before the Blessed Sacrament in this chapel, knowing that Jesus was present there. And I was just praying for comfort. Lord, bring comfort into my life. Bring me all the things that I believe to be great. Make that happen for me. And it was right there, in the silence of that chapel and in the silence of my heart, the loudest voice that I have ever heard that's never audibly spoken. And at that moment, I heard, "Be my priest." And that shocked me like you wouldn't believe, because it wasn't anything that I was thinking about. I immediately rejected that thought and that idea. And it was not something that I was willing to live. And it wasn't something that I was willing to do for him. I continued to live my life as a professional athlete, and things actually went very well for me. I began to experience greatness in my definition on the field. I began to experience greatness in every aspect of my life. I had a lot of friends. I was becoming well known. I had a great girlfriend, and even being named the best player in my position in the league that year. I remember sitting up in my bed at night, not being able to sleep, and recognizing, I don't know that it can get any better than this. And right there, in a split second, I recognized that I had nothing else planned for my life. I recognized that there was maybe nothing greater that I could do. And it was at that very moment this call to priesthood was heavily on my heart. And I realized that if God truly does have a plan for my life, then maybe it is priesthood. Maybe priesthood is what I'm really seeking to satisfy the longings of my heart and to satisfy the lack of peace that I continue to have in the midst of the greatest happiness that I've experienced as a human. The church does need good men, needs faithful men, and it needs someone to turn the tide. Not that I'm the one to do that, but good men who are faithful need to respond to the call of God in their life and to live out whatever He has planned for us. And if we do that, then people are going to start talking a different way about the Catholic Church, about Christianity, about men in general in our culture. Nothing is better than fulfilling the role that God has chosen for you. That is what we were created for. That is what we are called to do. And truly, nothing will satisfy us unless we do that.